Storyboard. I'm Mike.
I'm Michael.
And this is a show where we take scenes from TV shows or movies and we try to figure out what might have happened before it or after it. And we do it through the medium of these quickly drawn sketches.
All right. And I don't know where I was going with that. That pretty much sums it up.
But not that. We also...
Nothing.
Shit, yeah. Hey, look, I spelled the show wrong. I wonder if I did that for the other episodes. I may have.
So today's episode, we are going to be taking a scene from The Last Jedi.
Yeah. There's a particular scene in this movie that quickly became a meme.
As you probably guessed already, or not, I don't know. Shirtless Kylo Ren.
I'd rather not do this now.
Yeah, me too.
Why did you hate your father?
Here we go.
Do you have something, a cow or something?
Now, can she, I probably should know this, but can she see him at this point? In her head, or is it...
Yeah, I think this whole power is new. We get the point. This whole power is pretty new. I think in the Star Wars sort of canon, it seemed like the rules of this power were kind of vague. This is Kylo Ren, where they can see each other or get a sense of each other. And here's his actual crotches all the way down here, and here's his big Kylo Ren waist. Yeah, so I think he was the one Snoke was pulling the strings, and Kylo was the one who dialed the phone into what's her face's head. How come I can't remember her name? Wow.
Yes, all right. So now we'll be doing Spider-Man.
Yep. All right. That's the end of that. There we go. Here's the deal. What the hell was Kylo Ren doing prior to that?
So, he's clearly doing push-ups or a bench press or something like that.
But it's weird. It's a Star Wars version of exercising, which isn't everything in the Star Wars universe is always a little bit different. In the regular universe, this is coffee. In Star Wars universe, right? The cup is just a little bit different.
Right.
The handle's low.
The color of it is off.
And they call it calf. They do. In the books, they make
really?
They go out of their way. Okay. Yes, this is actually real. So I don't know if it's calf or calf like that, but they're saying it's definitely fucking coffee.
Right.
But they just call it something different to be cute in the Star Wars world or whatever. They never show it in the movies, but it's in the books and shit. So based off of this one example of how this applies to Kylo Ren.
So he would be doing paships.
Yes, exactly. A regular Earth push-up. Right? Here's somebody's body, and it's going to be like this, right? Let's just say that they've broken their wrists there, and they're doing push-ups in a terrible fashion. Hang on one second. All right, hands are the correct way here. And this is a regular push-up like that, right? But in the Star Wars universe, what is it, a pash-up?
Yeah, a pash-up.
Oh, pash-up? We'll just...
Pash-up. Yeah, because it's got the spaceship element to it, as spelled out there, so it could be both.
A pash-up, right, is, let's say it's base-like. So their hands are like this. Greedo doing pash-ups. Greedo's got pupils now. I don't remember what his face looks like. He's got the little antenna here. This is how Greedo warms up his day here. Right. He's got he had a vest or something weird going on there, right? So here's what a pash-up looks like. He's doing girl pash-ups. So like that, right? And he just kind of, I don't know, dry humps back and forth like this. So let's recap. Yes. Human push-up, Star Wars pash-up. All right.
When Luke was training with Yoda, and that what we had dubbed the CrossFit Dagobah, when they were running around with people on his back. So I imagine it's some form of a new version, a space version of a CrossFit. They've come up with a new way.
Yeah.
At first it was, calisthenics way back in the day, and then we've developed to like weightlifting, all the Nautilus, advanced to CrossFit, and here we are in the Star Wars world with this brand new version. And he, along with Kylo, he's like the founder of this new sort of one.
Yes.
So along with becoming the most powerful Jedi in the world or something? He's trying to get revenge, or what was his goal in the last three?
Who, Kylo?
Yeah.
He's trying to...
Spider-Man! Okay.
God damn it. Yeah. So, Kylo's got spider powers now.
So, yeah, like, I think, regardless, maybe that's where Snoke wanted to... Snoke either wanted him to be the powerful Jedi, and Kylo wanted to start up a space CrossFit, or it's vice versa. He wanted to be the vice versa. He wanted him to be that's the Star Wars version of vice versa.
Look, you're either on the dark side or you're on the light side. It's not vice versa here. So that's what he's doing down there. He's working on his kind of business plan to get his CrossFit gym off the ground.
Right.
So what's the Star Wars version of CrossFit?
It could be like meshed up with like X-Wing fighter.
I like the X because there's like P90X that's already
Oh,
a thing,
right.
right? So maybe it's like P90 X-Wing, like that sort of thing. So this is just... He doesn't know who C-3PO is, but...
Yeah. 3PO X-Wing, yes. And that's just how it just worked. He doesn't really know, but in between doing his pash-ups, he's putting together... pash-ups. He's putting together his business model and branding the whole product there. So that's what he was doing back there in that little back room.
So here's his logo here. He's got two crazy sabers there going on. And then it's like, what was it? 3PO?
Yep.
Right.
3PO X-Wing.
X-Wing. He really is overselling his lightsaber. He's putting it everywhere he possibly can. All right.
Nice. So so he's got the first one down, and he's got a good pump going there.
All right. So
I imagine in any of these business models, since it already exists, he's got to get approval through the space CrossFit. So he's got to try and get Snoke to patch him in to the CEO of CrossFit without Snoke knowing what he's up to. Because that's the only way he can make phone calls. But he needs to get in touch with this guy. Because if you don't get approval for your name and your logo, I mean, that's it. The whole thing just falls to pieces.
I mean, he understands, like, all right, this is real. I'm really passionate about getting this gym off the ground. I can't let Snoke know about this, right? So Snoke's just chilling in his chair all day. I don't know what the fuck he does all day, but he's got like his... I don't remember what Snoke looks like. He's just got like the weird big jagged scar on his brain and shit. I mean, he's just hanging out. Just doing Snoke stuff, right? And he's got like his Hugh Hefner smoking jacket on.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, like, as you can probably tell, I remember all the details of this movie. We both do. Yeah. Exactly. That's pretty much spot on to what I remember him as.
Yeah.
And he's just up there, and then that's where he gets the call in from Kylo, who's then got to get Snoke to do his 1950s thing to patch him into the CEO of Space CrossFit. So he's like, "Hey, Kylo."
All right, so Snoke's here on his throne, just watching TV. And then, like, he gets, like, his little spidey sense going. Now, side note, I'm pretty sure at this point that Spider-Man's universe and the Star Wars universe are intertwined.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All right, so and he's like beep 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 beep. Snoke 427. Right, and then it's Kylo on the other end, and this is all Snoke sees of Kylo. Just chest. Every time Kylo. Wait, that's just getting higher.
Oh God!
Kylo, back away from the receiver, please, a little bit.
And then so Snoke's just trying to check in on like how's everything going on the, turning Rey into a bad guy.
Is that my plan? Right, I think. Yeah.
And
wait, Kylo initiated this call?
yeah, because
Kylo did. Okay, right. All right. So Kylo
he can't make the call to himself. Like he needs the patch in.
right. So like the CrossFit certification center is like in a different. It's like on the outer rim.
Right.
Right. And Kylo can't make that call. If he makes that call on his own, Snoke's going to see that eventually like on his monthly bill.
Right.
And he's going to be like, whoa. Who is calling the outer rim on my dime? So Kylo is trying to outsmart Snoke and getting him to make the call. All right, so here's his pants. Hiking.
They continually rise. That's what happens when he gets nervous. They slowly inch their way up. That's why he's getting said it's a complete tell. Kylo, I see your pants are rising. What's the matter?
That's why Kylo never plays Sabak. It's a dead giveaway. Kylo, I see your pants have risen up above your waist again. It'd be a shame if somebody bet however the fuck you play this game. All right, so Kylo plays a little bit on Snoke's on his ego a little bit, I guess. Where he's like, yeah, you're a good-looking guy for like 5 billion years old, however old you are.
I do the elliptical every once in a while.
Snoke on an elliptical machine is so great. The things about CrossFit is that the people who do it are like very passionate about it, and people call it like a cult. So Kylo is trying to get so Kylo has now turned it like there's a shift in like his thought here. He's like there's an in where if I can get Snoke to like co-sign on my CrossFit
right
on my C-3PO X-Wing gym
right
as a way to recruit new people to the new order. So they sign up to the gym, right?
Yes.
We'll train them up. Like, have you seen the C-3PO X-Wing? Like, people, they're fucking yoked. Everybody's like jacked and they're all crazy in shape.
Kylo at this point is feeling very confident. His pants have slid back down to a more comfortable, a more familiar height. And that's where Snoke noticed this. I see. All right.
This is how confident he is now. His pants have dropped. It's they're sentient pants.
All of this to Snope.
Yeah, to Snopes.com.
It sounds pretty wonderful. Tell me more. How do we go about getting this then? What do we do?
Yeah.
Because, that's sort of the tricky part. It's not just like you can't just put out brain messages out to it or just start advertising because it is now growing to be like a big corporation.
Right.
This is where sounds like, man, we have to involve, corporate people into this. I don't quite know how I feel about that.
Yeah. This is like the New Order is a massive company in itself, and it's not. It's he's got to get Snoke's got to get like the New Order HR involved, and like there's tax stuff, there's liability. Like I'm doing while this is going on, like he's still got to get his workout in.
Right.
So he's doing like space squats,
which would be
squates. This is what squates looks like. But he's like off the ground. And he's floating up and down like this. These are all right.
So while he's squating
and waiting. Sorry. So yeah, he's squating and he's like he's saying like, look, I'll take care of all that stuff. All I gotta do is sit back in your smoking jacket and just like,
collecting residual checks or whatever,
yeah, or
membership payments, or however
right,
it
yeah,
works.
membership payments and new recruits.
Right.
So like, how can you like? I just want to like let me focus on this, and the new order will grow stronger. So
I think like Snoke now is a little. He's not intimidated, but he doesn't like the fact that there's another power out there. He thought he just had to take care of the Resistance, but now he's got these CrossFitters out there.
Yeah.
There's another one that can threaten the balance of power in the galaxy.
right.
So he wants to destroy them. And this greatly worries Kylo because it fucks up his plans if the whole Jedi thing peters out or doesn't work out. You need, like, he's, I don't know if they can see the future or whatever, but despite him being, like, like you said, a hothead, he's also a reasonable guy and knows you have to have a backup plan in life. And taking over the galaxies, running a CrossFit is his backup plan.
Yeah.
So if he goes ahead and eliminates that guy, the whole thing falls apart.
So all right, that's so. Sorry, I was drawing Snoke thinking and becoming a little bit worried about the new threat of space CrossFit.
So he's like, all right, Snoke, look, how about this? As part of my training, you patch me through to the CEO of CrossFit. Mm-hmm. So this kind of worked in a convoluted way, but it's got more consequences laid in the balance because Snoke secretly wants to kill the CEO of CrossFit, and all Kylo wants him to do is approve his business plan, or at least his logo. Right. So this is going to make for a tricky phone call. So
I'm drawing another exercise.
He's just thinking, he's exercising like crazy.
Yeah.
This is what do they call the ones that they have one where you do like you jump on the ground and then you jump in the air?
Burpees?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the space version of those. Blurpos.
Blurpos, yes. That is perfect.
Which is all working out for Kylo because he's putting together his training routine at the time.
Yeah.
Really getting a good workout in it. He's really getting a good sweat. His resting heart rate is now at a good pace.
Yeah.
So he's feeling, despite the fact that the CEO and the whole fucking thing could go apart, he's feeling good. All he's got to do is get the okay and keep Snoke from killing him. So let's just push this along and say, Snoke, just make the phone call. Call Bob. He's out there in Qui-Gon 7, whatever. I think they're all called Qui-Gon 7.
It is, yes. That's actually, if you look closely,
Qui-Gon 7
every single Star Wars
it's
universe.
the 555 of Star Wars.
All right, so he patches him through to Bob at Qui-Gon 7, and he, in like poor Star Wars design, he just looks like a kettlebell. So this is all he is, right? He's just like a sentient kettlebell. This is like see-through like that. So that's Bob at what was it? Clargon?
Qui-Gon.
What's a Clark? KL? That's a clan. Clargon.
Interesting enough, because that's another one that they use for the 555 KL5.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
where-
That is a little
So we're
nod
not
to
making
the.
this
Yeah.
up.
This is all based in it's grounded here. It's grounded. So there's Bob.
Yeah. So like they get the call, ring, 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 or however.
However Bob answers things. Yeah. They all have like the Spidey sense kind of thing going on here. Okay. So Kylo is excited, right? He's feeling good. His pants are dropping down a little bit because he's comfortable, and he's communicating with Bob, right? And he's like, "Hey, look, I got my business plan here. for a franchise. I want to open one on my ship. Start a cult. Use them as, like fodder, basically, or like human shields. Right? It all sounds good for Kylo. So Bob is he's like, yeah, let me start the paperwork and we'll get this whole thing underway. And then out of nowhere, just a lightsaber right through his kettle belly. And he's like, oh, right? It's Snoke. And he's just like, do you think for a fucking second that I'm going to let some sentient kettlebell steal the focus away from my number one tough guy?
From Kylo, yeah.
Yeah. So this whole time, Snoke's like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead and do it. Like he was just acting like
he knew it.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Right? So Kylo can sense what's happening. Obviously, he's like real nervous.
Oh shit!
Look at these.
Sort of caught him moonlighting or not having full faith in Snoke's plan.
Yeah.
So those pants are just
So he's just his like hands are like, jammed out from the side here, and they've just gone like. Kind of showing through the pants. All right, so he's like real nervous now. This is like flop sweat now. So this is how he gets him back on track here, right?
The shish kebab Bob.
So this is how it all comes back together now, and like Snoke's like, look, I'm gonna patch you through to Rey, and you better get her ass over here, and let's get this whole thing back on track. You put those gym ideas behind you. This is enough, right? It's grow up now. And Kylo's just like, he's completely caught off guard. He doesn't know what to do. Like he's just like, all right, fine, patch me through, And that's why he's all like somber and stuff when we get to the actual phone call. And that's the real motivating factor behind why he helps Rey kill Snoke and like the other guards and stuff there at the end.
Because he saw what he did.
Yeah, like he
fucked up his plan there.
Like he had never met Bob, but like he's done his research. He looked up to Bob. Bob started this whole thing,
right?
And it's sort of like avenging Bob. And then for the next movie, like some time has passed. Snoke's gone. Kylo's started up a couple franchises now.
Right,
Right. He's like moved away from the New Order. The New Order's gone anyway. And
so it sort of comes back, like his backup plan. I mean, it's a little bit, they got some of the old, they get the old memberships. All right, it's under like Kylo Ren ownership now. The whole thing, P-30 X-Wing. He's excited about it. Like, all right.
Yeah. So, I mean, that,
it fills in a lot of blanks for me, at least.
It really does, and it kind of helps like clear up the motivations a little bit of Kylo and his relationship with Snoke and like his relationship with self-improvement.
Yeah, from all the reviews that I didn't really read or much of it,
from all the reviews I assumed,
and the complaints I imagine people had with the movie. If this sort of scene was in there, I feel like there'd be far less. They're like, oh, this thing is crystal clear. There's no more,
Exactly.
We got it, so.
And this was like, it's weird because this sort of thing is exactly what like a movie executive would have pitched to J.J. Abrams and, the studio and stuff to be like, look, CrossFit's really hot right now. Let's get that incorporated there. Let's get those guys involved. High-waisted pants.
Let's get those fluctuating. Maybe there's a huge, what do they call it? The merchandising from that.
Yeah, if we can get some sort of like, we'll let the eggheads in R&D figure this out. But like, if we can get some pants that are like pneumatic or something where they can like, zip up and down depending on your mood. Let's be honest here. On Fashion Week, right? I feel like something like this has already fucking existed.
Yeah.
Where it's just like some weird looking guy and it's just all pants. Like, I feel like that's already happened.
Right. The Kylo Ren.
Yeah. And there's like people here like, ooh, yes. Flashes. Yeah. All right. So let's recap here. So we've got
Spider-Man.
All right. So there's just a quick explanation of the Star Wars universe versus the real universe, where things are slightly different. Coffee is calf, blah, blah, blah. Here's a push-up. Star Wars, it's a pasship. This is just like, he's just straight up dry humping, I guess. All right, so Kylo is secretly wanting to start a franchise from the CrossFit-ish workout craze, 3PO X-Wing. Without Snoke knowing. Here's his logo, which is pretty sweet, I should say. So he calls up Snoke and he's like, look, I need to, I was wondering, he can't let Snoke know that he wants to call 3PO X-Wing directly. So he's trying to trick Snoke. And, right? Is that right? Yep. Okay, cool. So he's like, hey, fuck, I forgot the plan.
He didn't really have one there. Oh, he was playing up on his his physical fitness is sort of like, oh yeah, you're a fit guy. What do you do into that? Because,
what's your secret? You've been alive for so long.
I believe if we go one frame over, we'll find that one out.
Wait, no, he's
That's
nervous.
Him being nervous.
He's nervous, and the pants are getting hiked up. Right? He's like, oh, I need a plan here.
Yeah.
And now he's feeling relaxed. The pants have dropped.
He's like, I like you. He's pitching the whole thing with the cultish aspect to it and all the different type of members that what they can do with them. So
yeah, right. How will this help the New Order? Like, look, if we get in on this franchise thing, this is like an endless resource of revenue and soldiers for you. So like, how can you lose, right? And he's feeling good. Like, he's talking him up and he's doing his squats at the same time. And Snoke's like, well, I don't. It's a big thing. Like, you don't understand the business side of the New Order. There's a whole lot of red tape and paperwork that I got to deal with. And honestly, like, I don't have the time for it now. I'm a busy creature thing. Do I really want to deal with it? And then he goes down his blur pose. I like the blur pose.
These are gonna catch on, regardless.
I don't know what the end move. Hang on a second. How do blur pose end? Because it's like, I guess you just go back into another roll, right? So like, he's up, and then he's got to come back down. Yeah. Right. But
it's a tough way to go.
Yeah. What if he just lands like this? You just blur pose straight on your back.
Yes.
Your pants over here. Like that.
So that's perfect.
And you go, blurpo! Blurpo.
And that's the thing. That's why most people only do like one.
Yeah.
You finish it off with one blurpo.
I mean, it's a tough move. Like, you got to get the kick up and then get your leg back under. Like, it first goes up and then it goes back under, so you get back over to land flat on your back with your arms up over your head and yell blurp. Anyway.
It's a little like Kathy.
More blurpos. Oh my God. If I okay. So, all right. So, at this point, Kylo's like, look, just let me. I'll do all the paperwork. Like, let me handle it. and you can just reap the benefits. Like, it'll be great.
Yep.
And Snoke's like, all right, fine. So he connects him with Bob at Clargon 7, and Bob's like, hello. And he's feeling good. He's like, look, he's laying out his business plan. Things are going great. And Bob's like, I like what you're saying. Right? Dramatic music sting comes in, pull back, and it's Snoke. And he's like, you know, it's become a lesson this whole time. Snoke figured it. He sniffed it out from like the get-go. He knew about this before Kylo even knew about it. And he's like, oh, you want to try to like divert your focus from the New Order? I'm going to kill the guy that you're looking up to right over the phone or whatever the fuck we're using. Excuse me.
Besides, how did you think I did not know about this space CrossFit thing? It's everywhere. I watch Shark Tank.
Oh my god. The Star Wars version of Shark Tank would be fucking amazing. Oh my god. I've got a calf machine that makes a fresh cup of calf. All right. So Kylo hears all this going on. His pants zip, like right up to his nose. He's super nervous. And Snoke's like, get your fucking head in the game. I'm connecting you right now with Rey, and you're going to get her ass over here so I can do something. I don't even fucking remember what his plan was. Like, he's this all-power... Like, I guess he needed her alive and, like, to be on her team.
Yeah, I mean...
To fight the Resistance, who I feel like they could just fucking wipe out. It's, like, 12 people. And, like, 2, like, ships... I don't know, whatever. so I mean, I guess that was part of his plan. I'm probably totally wrong on it, but
get me Spider-Man. I'm not letting that die.
Yeah.
We're gonna tie him in there.
Snoke's what's that dude's name? J. Jameson, whatever, the newspaper guy. Oh wait, that's not his mustache. It's like this. It's more like straight down like that. I don't care. Get me right. All right. So then, and then there's that. Bye.